I couldn't wait to get home from work today. When I left for work, I checked the mailbox, and the palette that I've been waiting on for 2 weeks is finally here. And all I could do was open it and look at it and then close it and go to work. But I'm home, I still have daylight left, and I'm going to take off this eye makeup and then come back and play with my new palette. Don't go anywhere. All right, eye makeup is off, base products are touched up, and now I bet you want to see the palette. But before I show it to you, I'm going to tell you the story of how it came to be in my possession. So November 20th was our wedding anniversary. We've been married 33 years, and we don't typically give each other gifts. Although last year he gave me my KitchenAid mixer, and this year maybe we're rethinking that gift thing. Anyway, he said, I know we don't usually do gifts, but come in here and sit down by the computer because I want you to do some shopping. I was like, okay. So we sat down and he told me to type in Nomad. Now I've been looking at the Nomad palettes for some time, but they're a little expensive, and so I didn't buy one. He said he had planned to buy one, and he was looking at the palettes with our daughter, but he didn't know which one I might like. There were two that he thought would be good options, but he couldn't pick between them, so he wanted me to pick it out, and so I did. And the palette I picked out was the Ghost Town Palette. I have loved this ever since I first saw it. And I know it's not brand new, and so there's all kinds of unboxing and swatches and that kind of stuff that you can see, but it's brand new to me, and so I'm going to take it out of this box and we're going to look at it together. Oh, that is so cool. So the first thing is the packaging is stunning, and I'm going to try to do this. I don't know, when you tip it one way, hopefully the camera's going to pick this up. You can see just the Wild West town with the guy on the horse and the lady walking in the street and all the buildings. But if you tip it back, please be picking this up, it transforms into a night scene with a full moon and the ghost town. There's a little sign that says Ghost Town and kind of a weird looking red-eyed cowboy on a horse. And so it just shifts like that, which is super cool. But you don't buy an eyeshadow palette just for the packaging, you buy it for what's inside, so let's look and see. And I like that their shade saver is actually this tissue paper instead of plastic. I just thought that was kind of a neat touch. And here we're going to take this off. Ready? Little ASMR. Okay, ready? That was nice. Okay. There are 18 shades in this palette, and it was $49. Of course, I was buying it during the Black Friday sale, and you had to get to $50 before you got the 20% off. And there really wasn't anything else on the side I wanted, so we just paid full price. Let's cover the mirror and take a look at the shades in there. They are just stunning. And I love how it's laid out because you have columns that you can use together. So there's these that you could make a look with, or you could shift to here, or you could shift to here. But the other thing I've also noticed is you could use these or these as well. And so it's just laid out in a way that makes so much sense. I'm not going to swatch every shade live because that's kind of everywhere if you want to see that, but I am going to play with a couple because I've never touched it before. And then I will swatch the whole palette and show it to you on my arm. So let me take my watch off, roll up my sleeves, and we're going to start with the shimmers because they're gorgeous. So this one looks a little bit shifty. They are so buttery. This one. Oh my goodness, that one is super soft. I have to be a little careful here. I don't want to destroy them too badly. Yeah, we'll do the green. Yeah, they're really soft. Okay, so the first one I did is Smoky Quartz. Let's see if I do it this way. I think I can get them on. So there's Smoky Quartz. Wow, that's pretty. This one is Quicksilver. That is very well named. And then Calico, California, right there. Gold Rush. And Garnet, Montana. Again, very well named. That one is more of a satin shade than like a true foiled shimmer. Those are so pretty. All right, let's try some mattes. Oh man, they are pigmented. All right, so this one is Stagecoach Mary. That was just one swipe, you guys. Wow. This is, I'm sorry, that one was Arrested Decay. This is Stagecoach Mary. Pretty green. This one is Dead Man's Hand. It's a pretty navy. And this is Undead Sheriff. This is the lightest color, the lightest matte in the palette. And it's so cool toned and pretty. Oh, these are gorgeous. And I think I changed my mind. I'm not going to swatch the whole thing. Another light shade that's in there is this green that's called Ghost Town. And so that or Undead Sheriff would be great, you know, transition shades, depending on which way you're going with the look. Here I am again contradicting myself. This one is Skinner's Lagoons. So that's the light one in the middle section of shades. So you've got this, this, and this for transition shades. So I misspoke before. And now I've got to figure out what I want to do. I don't know. This might be kind of boring, but I really want to play with the neutrals. So I think for my first look, that's what I'm going to do. And then if you guys want me to play with these other shades, put down in the comments whether you want to see the middle shades or the green shades on the far right, okay? Let's grab a fluffy blending brush and go into Undead Sheriff. I'm gonna scoot over. In some videos, I put the palette over here and then circle the color I'm using. And I think I'm going to do that because then if you weren't listening very closely to what I was saying, you can at least see the shade. So I'm going to just go dab. I actually didn't prime my eyes. As I said earlier, it is late in the afternoon, so this is not going to be on very long. That's a really pretty neutral. Definitely cool toned. And a nice light transition shade. And while the palette is really cool toned, this shimmer right here actually is kind of warm. So it's not completely cool if you aren't fully in that camp. But I love me a cool tone palette. So, and I like this one because there's so much variety. I'm going to take a little denser brush and go into Bandit Queen and work on just deepening up that crease and creating a new crease above the crease that I have. Because I have hooded eyes, I want to give the illusion that I have more lid space than I actually do. So I'm just going to carve that out. This formula is really nice. And then also take that same color right along the lash line and up and out. Yep, that's super pretty. I swatched both of these colors to see which one I wanted to use, and I think I'm going to use both. I am going to try these with a brush first. I have a flat shader brush, and I'm going to try that. So I'm going to go in first to Garnet Montana, I think it is. And I'm going to just pack that onto the outer half third of my eyelid. And that's pretty, but now we're going to see what happens if I use my finger. And as expected, yeah, you get more oomph using your finger. So that my eyes will look the same, I did this one the same way, first with the brush, then with my finger. Now I'm going to go into Copper Penny and put that on the front and middle portion, blending those two. Oh, that one I got a lot, and it's giving me some fallout. The shadows are really soft, so be careful. Not sure I'm loving those two together. So let's go into Tombstone and tone that down just a little bit, blending it. Tombstone is the lightest one. Wow, that packs a punch. Man, I am sparkly. but it did brush away really well. I want to use Tombstone. Tombstone? No. I'm going to use Rhyolite Nevada as an inner corner. Because if a little sparkle is good, more sparkle is better. In the words of Andy, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Wow. Do you see that sparkle? I'm going to go into Deadwood next, and I'm going to deepen up that outer V area. So I'm just going to draw that right there. Just right in that, pack that color in. And then take my blending brush and just blend it out. Then I'm going to take it again and draw it underneath the lash line. There's so much happening on the upper lid. So that got deep and smoky in a hurry, but I'm digging it. And since there's such a party happening on the upper lid, let's bring that down to the lower lid too. This is Copper Penny, by the way. All right, now I'm going to take a clean brush and we're just going to go in and blend those upper edges. All right, I'm going to go do some liner and put on my mascara, and I'll be right back. I'm back and all my makeup is on, and I just love this. Oh, look at how pretty. Because this look is so dramatic, I went ahead with a black eyeliner, and this is the Sigma Longwear eyeliner in Wicked. I used this to tight line on the upper waterline, transfers really easily but does not then transfer to the lower waterline, so that works really well. And then on the lower waterline I used my Maybelline light liner in Starlight Gold, and I like doing this because it opens up that lower waterline and makes the eyes pop, even though I did go ahead and get a little smokier on the lower waterline than I usually do. On my lips, I have a Mary Kay lip liner in medium nude that my mama left the last time she was here. She left it on purpose. She gave it to me. It's not like she forgot it and I stole it. And then I put the Revie Beauty lipstick in Lily over that and kind of blended it together to give a little more color, but with a nice shine. I did have a little bit of fallout, so I put some concealer out here to kind of clean up those edges and lighten that back up again. And I got to tell you, I am just thrilled with how this turned out. For using the neutral side of the palette, I got a look that was anything but boring neutral, and I can't wait to dig into these other shades. I will film when I use these other sides, and if you want to make sure to see those videos, then please make sure you're subscribed. You turn those notifications on and set them to all so you won't miss any of my future uploads. If you have a little bit more time to hang out and can help me out with getting some more watch hours, then click on one of these videos that I've got over there, and I will see you there, or I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.